Can Sam Allardyce keep Leeds United in the Premier League? It has just ended at the Etihad. Manchester City 2, Leeds United 1. But I speak for most Leeds fans, where I feel like we're a bit lucky that it was only 2. Also, it's happy that it was only 2. And have we left that game with a bit of spirit going into Newcastle? I personally have. Before we do get into this match reaction, be sure to smash that like button. Let's go for 200 likes if you think Leeds are going to stay in the Premier League. Also, subscribe if you're new. Getting close to 10.5k now, guys. So let's smash it. Subscribe if you're new and comment your thoughts on today's game. I think a lot of us thought it could have gone a lot worse. And the first half wasn't great. It really wasn't. City was showing their class. City really didn't come out of, first gear. I think Leeds had 16% possession as the first half ended. It was appalling. It was poor. 9 players in the box for both Gundogan's goals. It was shocking, really. It really was. And it wasn't great. It really wasn't great. But City are the highest scoring team in Europe. Leeds with the worst defensive stats in the league. It was we were happy it was only 2. I think we were happy it was only 2. Second half, I thought we came into it a bit well. What I liked was players weren't just rushing. When they play, they always got back in their position, and it was very defensive. What Sam Allardyce likes doing, but even when we had the goal back, we weren't rushing to get that second. Which obviously, against maybe a worse off team, you would have gone for that more. But against Manchester City, I think it was just really good man management. And I can't believe how, like, not happy, but I can't believe like how okay I am with this result. I think we all thought it was going to be 7, so two's not too bad at all. But I think we've got to take the positives out of this one. I genuinely do, because most teams don't beat Manchester City, and we've come away with a 1-goal deficit, which for down there in the relegation zone is definitely what we need. Only -1 against Manchester City is not bad at all. And I know we shouldn't be celebrating losses, but we should be celebrating little victories. And I thought I saw a bit of that today. Just at the end, the players all huddled, and Carl Robinson, Sam Allardyce, Robbie Keane got them all circling round, and they all gave their shirts away to the fans, clapping the fans, believing. Fans, were absolutely brilliant today. I mean, all you could hear was the Leeds United fans in the Etihad today. But I thought it was really nice at the end. It showed a bit of team spirit. It showed a bit of just, okay, we are still going to fight for you fans. And that's exactly all what Leeds fans wanted. That's all we want out of this team, just to show a bit of fight. I think we did today. We showed a bit of disciplined fight. That's what I thought we showed today. We didn't just go out there recklessly. The goals, yeah, were disappointing to concede. City showed their class. Haaland had a few misses. They missed a penalty. You got to factor in these things, but also you don't, because it didn't happen. Do you know what I mean? You're not going to think about the Haaland misses, because in the end he did miss. Don't think about it, any other way. But yeah, ending 2-1 at Man City, I'm kind of feeling okay with it. It's a weird one. It's a really, really weird one. But we got Newcastle next to Ellen Road, which is going to be a tough game. Don't get me wrong, but there's a bit of belief in there. There is a bit of belief in there, but we did lose the game, so there is still some negatives. Patrick Bamford today, I know he was isolated up there alone, but he can't touch anything. He's just not a very good footballer in my eyes. I really don't believe that, and I believe it's quite a lazy journalistic commentary comment when they say if they get Bamford firing, that they'll be all right, or Bamford's one of their key players. Is he? I don't know if he ever has been or ever will be. That's just my personal opinion. I just think that's such like a lazy stereotype that Bamford's still our man. I just don't want him to be our man going into next season, whatever division we're in, if I'm being completely honest. But yeah, I think also Pascal Strauch's, appearance was poor, gave away a penalty, a loose header at the end. He just wanted, it's hard to go into a game like this, but still, it was a poor from Pascal. Joel Robles, fantastic today. I know he conceded 2, couldn't do much about both of them. I think the second goal, he allowed a Gundogan with a bit too much space, I believe, for as in the net was wide open on that left-hand side. But yeah, I think Joel Robles looked a bit more in command. We look a lot more reassured defensively with Joel Robles in there. Rasmus Christensen had a decent game. The defense was okay. McKennie in the middle of the park thought it looked all right today. Thought he looked decent. Forshaw again was decent. Jack Harrison didn't play brilliantly, unfortunately. Rodrigo, when he came on, done well. There's little positives there, but at the end of the day, we did still lose the game. And come Monday, we could be in the relegation zone, of course. But we've got to take every game as we can, and just only losing to Manchester City, where teams have been battered there this season, I will take that. Not bad at all. We have scored against City twice this season, which, little wins, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, it's a disappointing one. But at the end of the day, we've just got to go to that game against Newcastle and hope we can get something from it. We need something from it. But do you guys think Big Sam can keep us in the Premier League? I don't know. I'm seeing spirit. a bit more team spirit. I'm seeing a bit more shape. It looks okay. And if we weren't against Manchester City today, I would have, trumped us to get at least a point out of this one. I thought in the second half we looked better. We really did. But we'll just have to see, won't we? Newcastle's not an easier game necessarily, but it will be a bit more of a test for this Leeds United side. And we'll have to see if Big Sam does remain this formation, this team, if there's any changes in there. I don't know. I think this team has done well today. Maybe you could chuck in Somerville for Harrison. I think Nonto deserved a bit more time, but he just couldn't get into it today. Unfortunately, the teenager couldn't. But yeah, let's just keep good spirits, guys. I've done enough ranting over the weeks. Let's keep good spirits. Let's get on the players' side and let's try and back this team till the rest or till the end of the season. Because what I saw today gives me a bit of hope going into the game against Newcastle and then West Ham and then Spurs. It does. It really does. But guys, if you did enjoy this little match reaction, sorry I didn't do a live stream today. I just wanted to watch the game. If I'm being completely honest, just wanted to watch the game. Yeah, be sure to smash that like button. Let's go for 200 likes. Subscribe if you're new. I've been Ollie Ward. Leeds United do lose, but there's a bit of positives out of this one today. I'll catch you in the next one. Cheery.